Okay guys, I want to talk to you about workout timing. Yes. It's really important. I've talked about workout timing before, but I want to reiterate it again. So when people are asking for their schedules, what do I do with keto? What should my schedule look like? I'm like, look, if you are a night shift worker, you want to get up and break the fast right away. Take like 2 tablespoons of a fat and go and do a short workout on those late nights, because I don't want you to overexert the body, because you're going to be, let's say, waking up at 2, working out, and then grinding all night long till 3 or 4 in the morning. So a short workout, 20-minute workout will suffice. And I don't mean HIIT training or cardio. I mean slow and controlled resistance training, time under tension. Now, for the rest of us, there's split up into 2 more camps. You've got I've got kids and a life, and I get up at 4 or 5 in the morning and I work out, go to the gym, and then I go to work. And then you've got the people who work at home who can kind of redesign their schedule. So for those who wake up like 4 or 5 to then go to work out either at home or at a gym, again, you have to break the fast. When something that you're going to do exertive early in the morning means break the fast with, yes, some fat. Now, if you can't tolerate MCT, try coconut oil. If you can't tolerate coconut oil, do butter. If you can't tolerate butter, do leaf lard. But you're going to need 2 tablespoons at least fat as a pre-workout. This is to tell the middle of your brain that something is coming in. Food is digesting. And that tells your adrenals to not have to overcrank, because if the body doesn't think there's food coming in, it goes adrenal bleh, and that's what we are trying to avoid, is more adrenal issues. So break the fast, something small. Fat. Yes. MCTs are great, but if you have a hard time digesting MCTs, do an LCT. Or you can combinate, yes, in a combination between 1 tablespoon of a long chain animal fat like leaf lard or butter or duck fat or goose fat, or you can do, or beef tallow, or MCT or coconut oil, or 1 and 1. Combine the 2 in tablespoons, which would be 14. I did this like conversion the other day about how to read grams from different countries, and I said it wrong. I was like, oh, 10 grams is a teaspoon. It's actually 5 grams is a teaspoon, but whatever. That's a long time ago. So we're talking a tablespoon. For people who use the metric system, you're going to use 30 grams in weight for, 15 grams in weight for 1 tablespoon, and another 15 for the other tablespoon, to make 1 and 1 of 2 different kinds of fats, or 2 tablespoons of the same fat. Run off to the gym, and you're not going to do a bunch of HIIT training on a fasted stomach and go do cardio. You could do small 5-10 minute warm up, and then also time under tension. Now, let's break it down to, and then come home and eat right away. Directly post-workout for both. For those who have night shift jobs, and all for those who get up super early, you're going to come home and eat. If you're going to go to the gym, have your little hard-boiled eggs, or your like chicken thigh in the car, or your drumstick, and eat it if you are on a schedule. But I try to get people to eat directly post-workout. On days that you are not working out, you want to go ahead and break the fast within 20 minutes. Because people aren't working out every single day, guys. Let's not get it twisted. All right. So, for those who've got like school, or have a more flexible job, or start work at like 10 or 11, or people who work from home and they can create their own schedule like I do, that's why I have my workout time. I design my day. So if you guys can't do it, that's on you. This is what I designed. I could have had a 40-hour work week too at a job, and I chose not to. So my best thing is to get up 5:45 or 6 p.m. and within 20 minutes break the fast. And I will go and eat my breakfast, and I will fast all morning, and I will work all morning long. And then once my stomach is completely emptied and I'm back to fasted state, now, and all my blood is uncongealed, and my heart rate is up, and the blood's flowing, and my body's, and the cortisol is the right rhythm, and my bone's going off, then I can go ahead and go to the gym fasted. And that is how I'm able to be so lean, right? I'm able to be so lean and keep bubbly muscle from being able to be in a highly adapted keto state, but also my meals and my workout are on point. And I've worked real hard to have it go in that order. So as soon as I'm done working out, it doesn't have the same urgency to go and have protein as a person who eats carbohydrates, because I'm less catabolic. As you guys can see, I'm less catabolic, and I'm more anabolic because I'm more insulin sensitive, which means my insulin can get amino acids into the muscle cell without eating a lot of protein, without being as catabolic. So then my muscles just grow. And then my body is highly adapted, so it can access body fat, convert it into ketones, get it into the Krebs cycle, and then when I breathe, right, the CO2, there goes out the fat in my urine as well. Just bye-bye. It's like fat be gone, and I've developed very efficient fat cells because I've always taken care of my body. I've got good GLUT4 receptors that know how to gobble up any stress from high glucose through gluconeogenesis. And so that is how I balance my workouts, my life. And of course, as you guys know, I work every day to keep good gut health. So when I do fast during my workout, that mid-morning workout, I'm not catabolic because my liver's functioning, my kidneys are functioning, and my gut isn't chunked up. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is as good as how keto feels. Nothing. So when people are like, oh, don't you miss this? And don't you know, like, don't you miss feeling good? Don't you miss having energy? Yeah. Don't you miss that? I'm just saying. Don't you miss just getting older and being almost 50 and being like, yeah, that's what's up. So I can just live. Like, I don't have to be consumed with what my body looks like. I can just live it. I can feel strong. I can feel all my core supportive muscles. So when I do my handstands at the gym, which is my favorite part of the day, I feel good, right? I don't feel like I got, injuries from this in the spine and then the wrists and shoulders and hips from years and years and years of falling, skateboarding 5 hours a day, not eating any food. Super adrenal. I had like super reactive hypoglycemic effect in the afternoon, blah, 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 tongue twister. So I had an insulinogenic effect in the afternoon after I would skate. So I started developing adrenal insufficiency at a young age. So for me to have to reverse that, when I first started keto in my 40s, which now like 7 years in ketosis, what? Right? No refeeding on carbs once, because all these people have been touting to be on keto forever. They haven't been as strict as me. Stephanie is not playing. So you guys want to avoid working out past 3 o'clock. That's when your body goes through this like melatonin rise and cortisol drop. And you're supposed to enter that parasympathetic part of your day where it's rest, digest, and freaking relax. But you don't. I only have after work to go work out, and then you work out, your sleep sucks. Your body's just raped. Like you have insufficient growth hormone, you're estrogen dominant men, you're like testosterone dropping, and I mean, here you are working at night, and one guy's like, I have my kung fu class at night 3 days a week, and I am not going to change. I said, I don't care what you do. That's on you. I'm just bringing the information, and you decide. You want to go when there's a cortisol shift and circadian shift, and your cortisol wants to drop, and your melatonin wants to rise, and now it's inverting again, and the melatonin drops and the cortisol rises, and then you have low T, and you're like, oh man, I'm not as bubbly as I used to when I was younger. I'm not as lean. I'm starting to hold flank fat. Guys, you want to keep doing that vicious cycle? Go ahead. I don't care what you guys do. So I only care about the people who care. And the people who care, I got you. Okay, guys, want to learn more? So no working out at night. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Nope, nope, nope. No working out at night. You want to work out before 3 o'clock, before that circadian shift. And preferably working out at 11 is the best, but you guys can't, which is why I give you options, because I know that people have, there's this camp that does this, and this camp that does that, and this camp that does this. If you have steady adrenals, if you've got good glucose numbers, if you seem to be having adrenal sufficiencies, then you can do HIIT training. If you can't, then don't. And if you can do HIIT training mid-morning, that's great. If you've got a great attitude, that's fantastic. But the rest of you guys need to focus on time under tension And for the power lifters and the bodybuilders and all those guys out there, you can take your body to the limit as far as really putting your body under stress, physical stress. But you have to do it in a smart way, and you have to do it a graduating period. So for people who are competing, you want to start keto a year out, 6 months out, and graduate slowly to, you know, ramping up your workouts that hard. Because if you're in the phase of adaptation and you're pushing the body, you won't highly adapt. You won't. This guy's like, I keep getting from guys who still are crashing, and that's a problem. They still feel like they need the pre-workout. They still feel like they need their branched chain amino acids recovery. They still feel like they need the amino acid recovery. They still feel like they need to have a lot of protein. And if you're in that camp, you're not adapting, because you should be able to eat pretty low protein, because now you're insulin sensitive. I mean, what is the new study they're coming out with saying that we only need 6 ounces of protein a day? Generally, a day. Not a meal. A day. A day. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit less than 3 ounces of protein per meal. And I have about 2 ounces of protein per meal. So everything does depend on your size and your activity level and your lean body mass and all this kind of stuff. But really the timing of your food and the timing of your sleep and wake-sleep cycles according to the circadian rhythm, and your workouts and your meals are all connected to day-night circadian cycles. So if you guys want to learn more, you can go to stephanieperson.com, Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page, Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram. Also on Periscope, download the app, guys, and talk to me live at Periscope. Find the right one, because you know on those stupid, you know, like smartphone stores, there's like 5 versions. I don't know where they do that. It's so confusing. Anyway, look for Steph the Business, and you guys can talk to me live on Periscope. I might do one now. Depends on the time. And you can also go to Stephanie the Business with quotations person on my Facebook fan page to have real adult conversations about how the body works in conjunction with keto. And I've got my Instagram, which is more fun, because you guys know I'm going to South Africa this month now, which is April. It's going to be epic. So stay tuned. A lot of good stuff's going to happen there. And also, I'm now working on my ebook feverishly. I'm going to spend the whole weekend working on it. So I want you guys to be able to have all those questions to be answered. Because I get questions. I've saved everyone's questions, and I'm now putting it in an ebook. So it's a questions and answers ebook on how to keto adapt. Everything that you can't freaking find in any other book, it will be in mine. Everything. Okay, guys. Peace out. And I was say, like, oh, if you want to go book a consultation, but I'm already booked to the max, so I will try to open up dates while I'm traveling. They will be select dates, and then, of course, when I come back. And life is good, guys, because I got some energy. Yeah! Peace out.